Yay, the kids are finally asleep.
So do you feel like...
Playing a game?
I've got a feeling a boss fight's coming up.
Ooh, I just got wrecked.
Headshot, baby.
Ooh, it's your turn to get the baby.
So are you up to the challenge?
Run, 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 run.
And we're dead.
That's when I realized I have no idea what I'm doing.
GG.
Welcome back to another episode of the Gamer Parents Podcast. This is episode number
59.
My name is Joanne and I'm joined by my wonderful and amazing husband and gamer partner in crime, Kevin.
Hey everybody.
If this is your first time here, we are parents who game and gamers who parent.
We have a 4-year-old and a 2-year-old, so we are all about that life. We are also all about those games, and that's what we like to talk about here on the podcast. So why don't we dive right into it?
Okay, so before we jump into all the gaming stuff, Kevin, how has your life been going in...
This last week?
Yes.
So this last week, obviously being that we share a lot of our life stuff together, I'll let you touch on some of the bigger stuff later. But I mean, for the most part, it's been a pretty simple week.
Yeah, I would say so.
Why don't we talk about life together, I guess?
Yeah, so let's start with my cousin who is visiting from North Carolina. She actually moved to the States like about a couple weeks ago from Australia. And she's been dying to see our kids. So yeah, she flew in and it's been a blast showing her all the nooks and crannies.
Yeah, all the things that make Texas, Texas.
Yeah,
some of the things that I guess she's heard about in Australia and before that Malaysia that we have here in the US. So got to hit a few of those places.
Such as HEB.
Yeah, the great old HEB here that we have in Texas, which is probably one of my favorite grocery store chains that I've seen.
Yeah, and HEB stands for Here Everything's Better.
That's one of them.
Yeah, and she got to experience the highway.
The world's widest highway, or US's widest highway?
I think it's the world's widest, but I may be wrong. It's the I-10, which is like at a certain spot. I think it between the Beltway 8.
Well, anyways, I think it's like, what is it, like 22 lanes total?
Or more, actually. I thought 24.
Oh,
but
maybe 24?
Yeah, but it's in the 20s, basically. And it's huge and fast, right?
Yep. And still a lot of cars and a lot of traffic.
I know. And what else did she get to experience here? Kolaches?
Yep, kolaches, which are big here in Texas. I don't know where else they're this big, but yeah, everybody here likes them.
And just today, we took her to Buc-ee's. It's a gas station, right?
Well, I mean, I have a hard time describing Buc-ee's because, I mean, yes, they sell gas.
And they have like a convenience store.
Yes, but it's not like a normal convenience store. It is much larger than it. They offer way more than normal convenience store would. They offer hot sandwiches and like they make their own jerky and like
they have slushies and
sure. I'm trying to focus on the things that normal gas stations don't have, but
clothes, like
tons of clothes. You can buy like decor.
Yeah,
you can buy like
outdoor stuff,
camping and outdoor stuff. Like it kind of feels more like a Target or something in terms of like the different things that they kind of like offer there. It's probably not quite that big, but it's a lot for what they have there, and it was pretty busy too.
It was very busy, and I think this was like one of the biggest Buc-ee's in the US. Like it has like 120 gas pumps as well as
and almost all of them were being used.
Yes, it is the world's longest car wash. I think it's in the Guinness Book of Records, World Records. So yeah, it was just exciting to show her all this record-breaking stuff that we have in Texas.
Everything is bigger in Texas, including Buc-ee's and the car washes.
Yeah, go big or go home. But we didn't get to show her other stuff that is native to Houstonians, which is like NASA Space Center or the rodeo. But she'll be back. I'm sure she'll be back.
Yeah, there's a lot that you could do, and probably not here long enough to experience all that.
Yeah.
But also, it's just nice having her around as an aunt for our kids, who this was their first time meeting her.
And they love her.
Yes, they do. And so how has that been having her around? Because I've been here most of the time and then at work a lot too. So how has that been?
Oh, it's been wonderful on me. Like, for the first time in many weeks, the kids don't run to our room when they wake up. They run to her room first. And even like simple things such as feeding them during dinner or just meal times, they just want her. They just flock to her for everything, and she spoils them rotten. When we go out for grocery shopping and stuff, she'll be like, giving in to whatever they want. And it was
Bought them chocolate chip cookies.
Yes,
earlier.
she did. Half a dozen. They were not happy when I only gave them half a cookie.
They'll get more later.
Yes, they will. It's just too close to bedtime, and yeah, no need for all that sugar. But yeah, I could see why they love her. Yeah.
Yeah, she's good with them.
And she got to watch a stream on
Well,
Tuesday.
not only watch the stream, she got to be part of the stream.
Oh, that's right. We had a surprise stream where I taught her how to play Among Us. So she's not a gamer to begin with, right? And she was curious about like gaming, and I figured like Among Us would be simple enough to teach a non-gamer. And yeah, she enjoyed it. She was part of the stream on Thursday, I believe. It was a surprise stream, an unscheduled stream, and yeah, I thought that was special in a way to have her experience what we usually do at night.
Yeah, and I actually got to really somewhat moderate that stream because I wasn't playing and it was the two of them, and I got to kind of just hang out and chat and talk to people that way.
And be the IT guy.
Yeah, and kind of just focus on other things versus like trying to also play the game. So I actually enjoyed that a lot.
And I don't know if this is your first time listening, but if you have been listening, last week in our last episode, our mics, Kevin's mic was having some issues. So it was kind of like messing up the previous episode. So that was also part of this week's update where like when we were streaming, we had to switch to our headset versus using the mic as well. And we'll probably get a new one to replace that, right?
Yeah, we're working through some equipment issues, and so if you did notice, last week's episode sounded a little bit differently, especially around my mic at times. So this week we're actually sharing a mic this go around, which I think actually might make things easier. So I don't know if we just do this more often or what. We have some things that we need to figure out.
Yep.
Over the next week or so.
Definitely. And it was also St. Patrick's, which we get to celebrate as a family.
It's true. Yeah, I forgot about that. I don't know how.
Yeah, we also celebrated her birthday, my cousin's early birthday. And we ended the night with s'mores because s'mores make everything better.
Everybody loves, well, no, I guess not everybody loves s'mores, but I love s'mores. And I think they are one of the most amazing desserts, I feel like, for just like only 3 ingredients is really all you need, and s'mores are amazing.
I know, and I still can't change my mind that s'mores are better without the chocolate.
That's not a s'more. That's like a melted marshmallow with
sandwich,
a graham cracker.
Yeah, I guess so. That's
like,
a less.
You need all 3. Either if you're missing one of those, it's just completely incomplete.
Yeah, it wouldn't be a s'more. It'll be a less. You get that?
Okay,
Mom joke.
I get it.
But yeah, we did that and a barbecue for her birthday and for St. Patrick's. I also made a wow recipe, which is a cocktail called Kungaloosh.
Kungaloosh. That's one of the recipes from the book that I actually like remember getting in game. And it was one, I want to say they give it to you at like some sort of like festival or in game like holiday thing.
Oh, really?
And I just had it like sitting in my bank for like years, but I'd always like see it when I'd go to visit my bank, and like I would always hold on to it for whatever reason because I like to hoard stuff in the game. So that Kungaloosh just like always like it stuck with me longer because I always saw it.
Yeah. So you got to drink it?
Yeah, I got to drink it in real life.
And it was really good, I thought. It was almost as dangerous as those Long Island tea.
Really? Why?
Like, you can't really taste the alcohol until it hits you. It's so sweet and citrusy. I don't know.
Because it has what, cranberry juice?
It has cranberry juice, pineapple juice, and watermelon liquor in it.
Ooh, all those are somewhat sweet, especially the pineapple juice.
Yeah, and then there's rum and vodka as well. So, yeah.
Yeah. You know, we were talking with someone in Discord who brought up the idea of doing like a cooking stream. Maybe one time we do one where we stream making like one of these or multiples of these cocktails. That would be pretty fun. That'd be a lot easier, I think, than like a full-blown like cooking a meal on stream.
Yep, especially since we have all our streaming set up in the office, so it's not like we could bring it to the kitchen unless we have a laptop, which we don't, except a work one. But yeah.
But I think we should do that. We'll have to do that sometime in the next month or so.
Or we could do it as a, what do you call it?
True, a community goal.
Community goal, yeah.
True. Maybe we do that our next community goal
after
you playing a scary game.
Which we might not get. I don't know.
No, I'm just going to keep extending it until we hit the goal. So it's going to happen. It's just a matter of time.
Yep. Kevin wants to see me scream in a horror game.
Yes.
So that is on life.
But that's about it in life.
Mm-hmm.
What about in gaming? What have you been up to the last week in gaming?
So last week I only played World of Warcraft, obviously, right?
Of course you did. No surprise there.
Yeah, it is a life stealer, y'all. Like, I feel like we haven't touched our Game Pass games because of World of Warcraft.
Game Pass, what's that? No, sorry. It's been a minute since we've been over on Game Pass, and definitely World of Warcraft has at least a little bit to do with that.
Mm-hmm. So I played WoW, right? Yep. And then I played Among Us, as I mentioned earlier, with my cousin.
Yeah.
And I also played Among Us with two other streamers. One was with Zach Bar, and it was a communathon that he had going for this week. And Among Us was on Friday, so I joined in and played some with him. And then I also joined Thick Cuts, which is another streamer who also plays Among Us with his community or his viewers. So yeah, I played with them for like 2 hours, I think.
Very cool. That's not something you do all the time.
Yeah, right? I was actually nervous because, like we can talk like this, but I don't know if like when we're in a voice chat in other people's Discord, like I just kind of feel like nervous, and I don't know, it's just more scary for me to be among strangers apart from Kevin.
Yeah, among them.
Among us.
Yeah, so that's the thing. When you're doing a podcast, you're just kind of talking to yourself or to each other. And even though, people might be listening to this episode later, it doesn't really feel the same as, when you're actually in a conversation or a, Discord call with people that you don't really know that well or don't know yet.
Yep. Plus, Among Us is a game where you can join up to like 15 people, so it's definitely more than what we're used to in Fortnite,
Sure. So I get you. I totally feel that.
Yeah, but it was a fun experience regardless.
Mm-hmm.
But what about you? Enough about me. Your turn to share what gaming stuff you're up to this week.
Yeah, so this week, nothing has really changed since last week. I'm pretty much playing a little bit of all the same things I was last week. Still playing a bit of Marvel Snap, basically to the same degree that I have been. Nothing's really changed there. I kind of went back to some of my older decks that I hadn't played for a while and added a few of the newer cards in that I got for those. That's pretty much it with Marvel Snap. And then a little bit of WoW here and there with you. So far, it's been basically just like our Tuesday night streams where we're playing it some, kind of just doing the bare minimum there as well.
You're not as active as you were before on WoW,
Yeah, because, I used to really like WoW for the rating, right? And now we're not really doing any of that because we don't have a group for it. We're just kind of doing dungeons and stuff, which are okay, but for me, it's like I want to get stronger and better so that I can contribute more in the raids and get further and beat bosses in the raid fights. So
Yeah.
but just kind of doing a little bit there. I've been playing a little bit of God of War still, kind of about the same amount that I did last week, making a little bit of progress here and there.
This
but
is taking too long.
I know, this game is taking forever, and I'm still progressing. It's just like, it's slow.
Yeah.
But like, it's not like I'm completely stuck at the same point for like all week long. Like I'm progressing every single time I play the game.
Yeah.
It's just like maybe like an hour here or there, and it's not a super short game.
Yeah, plus you're having it on the Give Me God of War mode, so...
Yeah, I mean, it makes it a little bit harder, and I have a few... Definitely resetting it from the last save point pretty often, when I probably wouldn't need to otherwise, but that's making it take a little bit longer, I'm sure, but I'm still enjoying it, and I feel like we're making some progress in the story.
Okay.
And then lastly, it's pretty much just been Warzone and Call of Duty Modern Warfare 2, the multiplayer mode, just leveling up weapons in there. I've been doing probably more of that than Warzone lately. This weekend is actually double XP weekend. So it's a really good weekend to hop into multiplayer and trying to level up those weapons and progress in the battle pass. And I actually just bought the battle pass because I really wanted a couple of the weapons that are in there because they're like the best weapons in the game right now, or at least that's what I'm told. So I want to try to make sure I get those so I can take those into Warzone and hopefully level the playing field a little bit. But I'm looking forward to that. I'm pretty close to unlocking at least the first of those weapons, so I'm excited for it. But that's it for me in gaming. Should we move on to new game releases?
Sure.
Alrighty, cool. So for new game releases this last week, we have The Legend of Heroes Trails to Azure on PS4, Switch, and PC. The Wreck on all consoles and PC. Wolcen Lords of Mayhem on PS5, Xbox Series X and S. Anno 1800 on PS5, Xbox Series X and S. The Dark Pictures Switchback VR on PSVR 2. Bayonetta Origins, Cereza and the Lost Demon on Switch. WWE 2K23 on PS5, Xbox Series X and S, PS4, Xbox One, and PC.
Any of these games sound intriguing to you?
No, I do know that Pat from the Good Morning Guys, who was on here a couple of weeks ago, was talking a lot about WWE 2K23 coming out soon, and that came out yesterday now, so I bet I know what game he's been up to the last couple of days. So Pat, I hope you're enjoying that one, as I know you were super excited for this game to come out. I hope it is everything that you wanted it to be. What about new Game Pass games this week?
This week, there's only one new Game Pass game, and that is Valheim on console.
Okay, that's it for new games this week. I did have another fun activity planned for the two of us.
Really?
Yeah, something we've never done before on the podcast. So this is something that I used to do when I was a kid, and I remember thinking like how fun it was to do and how funny it would be sometimes doing these with my friends. But there's this something, I don't know how long these have been around, but I know it's been at least 25 years or so.
What?
Okay. That these little booklet things have been around, but they're called Mad Libs.
I have never heard of them.
Yeah, I went through a lot of these as a kid, and I probably haven't like seen one in 10 or 15 years. And we saw like a whole bunch of different ones at Buc-ee's earlier today, so I was like, let's get one of these and we can do this. This is going to be awesome.
Is this like a game that kids play during a road trip or something?
Yes, yeah, you could definitely play this in the car. In fact, I remember doing this in the car. It's super easy. It's just a little book, and all you need is that with like a pen or a pencil, and you're good to go.
Okay.
So it's going to be pretty obvious. You're going to see how this goes, how it works. But for the most part, there's going to be like a theme to basically the story, right? And there's going to be a bunch of blanks in the story, and you are going to help me fill them in without really knowing what the story is exactly.
Okay.
So, like, for example,
Do you know the story?
I do, but you're the one who is basically building the story out. And I am going to tell you whether we need a noun, an adjective, or an adverb, or a verb.
Gotcha.
Or even there's some parts that are like body part or something like that.
Okay.
Okay, so the Mad Libs book that we got was all focused on family. And this story in particular that we're going to do is titled Our Favorite Restaurant.
Interesting.
Okay, so I'm going to ask you for some words. Mm-hmm. And just knowing that it's titled Our Favorite Restaurant, right? So basically food, family, and food related.
Okay.
So just keep that in mind when you're giving the words. I think that might make a little bit more sense, maybe even make it a little bit funnier.
Okay.
So first I need a noun.
A noun. All right. Stomach.
Stomach, okay. Next I need another noun.
Another noun. Orange chicken. That's a noun, right?
Yes, that counts. Now an adjective.
Delicious.
Okay, so that's a good one. Next, another noun.
Oh, come on. Mother.
And another noun.
Mother. I'm just thinking
This is going to be a good one.
I'm just saying family here.
Plural noun.
Plural noun. Children. Stop laughing. You get making me nervous.
This is taking a turn for the worse. Another plural noun.
Chickens.
And a noun. Singular noun.
Sandwich.
And an adjective.
Moist.
Yeah, that actually sounds like it fits this one. And another plural noun.
Plural noun. Let's see. I'm trying to think. Chips.
Okay, another plural noun.
Bananas.
Yet another plural noun.
Monkeys.
You want to do that? You're just literally going from chips to bananas and then monkeys. You want to do something different, or you want monkeys?
All right, let's do.
Most likely, you're going to be eating. You're going to be eating monkeys.
All right, no. Let's see. What do the kids like? Strawberries.
And a noun.
Ice cream.
All right, I think we're getting into the desserts here, obviously. So I need another noun.
Noun. Cake.
And an adjective.
Sweet.
Another noun.
Brother.
We're almost done. Another adjective.
Sweaty.
Got it. And lastly, another noun.
Sister.
Okay, that's it. We got them. We got everything that we need. So now that you have helped us finish all the blanks in the story, we now have this all finished, and now we can read through it.
Okay.
Are you ready to read through it? You want to read through it together, or what?
I'll read. All right, here we go. Our family's favorite eating stomach is the Shanghai orange chicken. Dad loves it because it's a delicious walk away from our house, and he doesn't have to drive the father guzzler. We love it because the Chinese food is out of this mother.
That sounds like something we would say.
We always order the same children. Children's steamed chicken. Oh my god, children's steamed chicken. Minced sandwich in lettuce cups. Sweet and moist barbecued chips.
Moist barbecue chips.
And a bowl of fried bananas.
Okay, there we go. That literally sounds normal.
Yeah. Then comes the best part of the meal. Fortune strawberries.
I hope you don't have a fortune in your strawberries.
I always save my fortunes. My current favorites are: you will receive an important ice cream from a mysterious cake. As the sun rises, a sweet opportunity will present itself. Be sure to take advantage of it before the brother goes down.
Take advantage of it before your brother goes down. Okay.
Tomorrow, you will be called upon to make a sweaty decision that will affect the rest of your sister.
That's it.
That is funny.
Was that fun?
That was fun. Oh my
Okay,
god.
so I used to do these a lot when I was a kid, and I remember like cracking up. And obviously that hasn't changed. A few of those were pretty funny. I think my favorite was probably
The children's
steamed chicken.
It sounds like a legit food.
Or we love it because the Chinese food is out of this mother.
Yeah, it sounds almost like it was meant to be a cuss.
Yeah, I know.
Yeah.
Anyways, yeah, that was fun. I'm glad we got to do that. I enjoyed that very much.
Oh.
We'll have to do more. There's still like, I don't know, probably 20 more of those in this little book. So maybe we'll do another one either on or off the podcast.
Or on our off stream.
Or maybe on stream. That'd be fun. Mm-hmm. We could ask people too. Oh, we should do that.
Oh, that would
We're
be
going to
so
ask
fun.
people. Yeah, that's going to be fun. We're going to do that. That's going to be cool. Interactive stream that way.
Yep.
So should we run through where people can find us?
Yes, please.
Awesome. So we keep mentioning our stream. You can catch us on stream, which is on Twitch at twitch.tv/gamerparentspod, where we stream every Tuesday night at 9:30 p.m. Central Standard Time. We occasionally like to do surprise streams every now and then. So you can look out for those, especially if you are either following us on Twitch already, or if you are following us on Twitter. We'll usually post when we're going to be going live there as well. Mm-hmm. You can catch us at twitter.com/gamerparentspod, as we're posting all kinds of stuff there, or over on instagram.com/gamer_parents_podcast. If you could give us a like, follow, subscribe, whatever it is, wherever it is, we would greatly appreciate it. And I forgot to mention the YouTube channel, Gamer Parents Podcast, over on YouTube. The best place to come and hang out with us would be in the Discord channel. The link for that would be in the episode description. So if you are a Discord user and want to hop in the Discord and just chat life and games with us, we would encourage you to do so. We are also in the voice chat pretty much every night, maybe 5 nights a week or so. So if you just want to get in and talk with us about what games you're playing or what's going on, then we would encourage you to do that too. But that's about it that we have for you guys this week. I hope you enjoyed it. Hope you had some fun. Hope you have a great rest of your week. And we will catch you in the next one.
Bye.